It's game over. You were witnessing a force to be fraction. Grinding for gracious. Moving and tasking. Ruling the rest cause the movement's electric. This is our house and it's built by legends. Yeah. If they
back to the line of scrimmage, he'll throw it left side. It's up for grabs.
Standing like a brick wall to your best shot. Ain't no victory that can't be won. When you rockin' with the city made of champions. Come on. It's time to bring the thunder. Make the ground shake when we come. Come on. When we strike down, what you go? Come on. Make the ground shake when we come. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Here we go now. Let's go. Let's go get one more.
Welcome into the Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show, which is sponsored by Chick-fil-A, where they say eat more chicken. The Spartans on the road, a Thursday night affair over in Edmond, taking on the Edmond North Huskies. And Lauren, another district game, unusual to have a couple of back-to-back Thursday nights. We'll talk about that as your next one is as well. But what was the setting like over there?
Well, Edmond North has a new stadium, and it's just beautiful. I tell you, they've done a really good job over there. Coach Whitson's put together a good staff. As everyone knows, Edmond North has always been good in wrestling, and they had a whole bunch of those wrestlers playing for them, specifically on the defensive line. So a very talented defensive line, a really talented quarterback, and you know, a rare Thursday night atmosphere. But I was proud of our guys, the way we took our first road trip. 2 hours across the state, and came out ready to play right away.
All right, and your guys, a couple of short weeks. Obviously, it doesn't matter if it's a short week or you've got a full week. You got to have good practices, guys giving you good looks. Let's talk about your players of the week on the practice side, sponsored by Waldo's Chicken.
You know, a couple of sophomores this week. Gavin Wilson, our starting right tackle, also takes every snap on the scout team offense. He's just doing a phenomenal job. Just got an offer from the University of Tulsa on Friday, and we're thrilled for him. And then another sophomore outside linebacker, tight end, Hunter Cox. Very good athlete, good weight room guy, plays multiple sports. And so those two guys are doing a really good job, giving us a great look, and developing also, you know, on Friday nights and or Monday nights.
Spartans taking on the Edmond North Huskies. We'll have your first half highlights when we come back.
Down the boundary, 20, 15, 10, 5, and he outraces the defense to the end zone.
Proud sponsors of the Bixby Football Coaches Show are Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Conrad's Roofing, when every nail counts, call Conrad's Roofing. Waldo's Chicken, where it's always made from scratch. BTC Broadband, stay connected with us. American Waste, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Now in Orthodontics, transforming smiles. Roush Coleman Homes, improving quality of life one home at a time. Oklahoma Promo, products that inspire. Mabry Bank, because you matter. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma, the results you want, the care you deserve. TTCU, life is better in balance. And by Explorer Pipeline.
Hi, I'm Macy, and I'm a team member at my local Chick-fil-A. And a little thing you'll love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is the Dijon mustard with the pretzel bun. The Dijon mustard gives it a kick. It's a new fall flavor that fits right in.
Real team member paid for their testimonial.
People think we just pick up garbage, but what we're really doing? Powering homes, fueling progress, building a cleaner Tulsa one truckload at a time. American Waste Control, presenting sponsor of the annual Tulsa Christmas Parade and proud sponsor of Bixby Spartan football. Come out and cheer for our Bixby Spartans with your local waste and recycling hauler at each home game.
Make every occasion unforgettable with Waldo's Chicken and Beer. From corporate lunches to special events, enjoy our irresistible dishes, including breakfast. Waldo's full-service catering has you covered. We'll handle the food so you can focus on what matters. Waldo's Chicken and Beer, catering made easy.
Welcome back to the Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Shows. The Spartans are on the road, or had been on the road, to Edmond North on a Thursday night. And let's take a look at your first half highlights as Bixby takes on the Huskies. These are brought to you by Conrad's Roofing.
Coming out here, we won the toss and elected to take the ball, and you see us running the counter play right here to Jason Mole. Good blocking right there up front. Thane Crawford with a nice kick-out block. Come back with the pin and pull play, and we spit the wide receiver screen out to Ty Wright. A little bit of a high ball. He does a good job of collecting that. And then Carson does an excellent job right here on third down, dropping back, hitting the crossing route. Emery Snyder, excellent catch, big target, big catch radius. Braden Presley right here doing a good job catching the hitch, making somebody miss, picking up positive yards. And then we come in with our jumbo personnel package, and then we end up hitting the seam route right there to Emery Snyder on a touchdown. So doing a good job right there, having a bunch of guys rally to the ball here on defense. You'll see Maverick Nance, our player of the week this week, doing a good job trying to strip that ball, and a lot of hats down around the ball. Edmond North has an excellent quarterback that keeps things alive. We let him drive, but then we were able to hold him to a field goal attempt, and a great job getting him off the field right there. So coming back out here with our offense, and Jason Mall doing a good job being patient, getting in behind the tackles right there. You see Asher Jolly, you see some of the guys up front, and then we have a punt situation right here, and Nate Gonzalez elects to pull it down and scramble with the rugby style punt, and ends up breaking a couple tackles and taking it to the house. So excellent job with him. It's great having an athlete back there. You know, Nate can run it, he can kick it, he can throw it. He's just a real versatile athlete that can do a little bit of everything that you like to have back there as your punter. You see Hector Garcia and some of those guys up inside right there. Defensive line had a big night right there, doing a good job corralling, and then right there, Cord Nolan from his linebacker position, Hector Garcia from his nose guard position, corralling that quarterback. And then we spit the wide receiver screen out here, and Jason's really, really patient, and then sticks his foot in the ground and shows off his track speed right there, getting into the end zone. He just continues to grow and get better. Like to see him catching the ball as well. That's good stuff. And then an excellent open field tackle right there by Maverick Nance. Maverick's gotten a step faster through the offseason, and it showed right there. Edmond North sprinting out right there, got good coverage right there on third down, forcing a punt. And then we get the ball back here and get some things working. Excellent down the field blocking right there. You see Braden Presley. Those guys doing a good job. It's tough to block out on the perimeter. You're just really kind of on an island. And so Maverick Nance, excellent block right there. See some of our guys rolling around on the pin and pull play. And then right here, Jack Gill pulls it down in the jumbo package, getting in behind the guys and being physical up front. Just love that. And then right here, big kick out block by Thane Crawford and Jason Mall out around the edge. And then right here, we're running the counter play, and Carson pulls it down, and then we get a late hit there on the score. So we elected to take it on the kickoff. And the first one of these we've gotten this year, we recovered the onside. Because we had a 15-yard advantage right there, thought it might be a good idea to try to take advantage of the onside. And then run the power play right there, just a really good look in behind Cord Nolan, getting a good block. And then really good pass protection here, and we spit the bubble screen out to Jason. He does a good job keeping his feet churning. He's so hard to tackle, low center of gravity, strong, keeps those feet moving. Good protection right here. Carson scrambling around, keeping the play alive right here. And then I think he finds Braden Presley here in the end zone coming open for the touchdown. And so good job extending the play, good job finding Braden. I think Carson probably could have ran that one in as well. Really good protection. Jack Gill from his outside linebacker position doing a really nice job there. Jack's really getting better, doing some good stuff, and then force a little pressure right there on the crossfire blitz. And then right here, excellent pocket right there by the offensive line, doing a nice job. And Carson steps up and finds Catcher to Hart on the crossing route. Catcher just continues to make big receptions at clutch times. And here he is again, catching the bubble screen right there, getting down the field. And so love to see the down the field blocking. Caden Penny right there with the excellent block, and Jason keeps his legs turning and gets another touchdown on the night. So excellent run there by Jason Mall, another touchdown, good blocking up front. Vincent Incremona right there from his defensive end position, getting great pressure, forcing a throwaway, and really good stuff right there by that defensive line. You got to be kind of choosy in your pressures. Quarterback shows his legs right there, and then Then an excellent tackle right there. I think that was Caden Flowers from his safety position coming in, and Cord Nolan in on that one right there again. Cord showing off his excellent speed. Love to see all the white shirts rallying around the ball. And here's the counter play. We split the screen out to Tyler Wright. Tyler doing a good job picking up a few yards with an efficient play. Carson behind great protection right there. And then a circus catch right here by Nate Gonzalez, just a big-time play right there to get us in short yardage. And then Jack Gill right here in the jumbo package, getting in behind Carter Bell and the guys, up front, pounding the stone right there with the power play. So good stuff. Dawson Madden, Joe Peters right here with a sack, or almost a sack. Excellent hustle, not giving up on a play. That's good stuff, and it's what you have to do. Logan Haddon from his linebacker position coming in with another good tackle. And then Dawson spills that thing, and they spit the wide receiver screen out there. Excellent tackle right there from the corner position. I think that was Nate Gonzalez. And then Carson drops back here, finds Emery Snyder again on another big play to move the chains. And then right here, being very patient, Jason Mull from his tailback position with a really nice carry with about an 8-yard carry. Jason averaged over 10 yards a night, and then coming back out in the jumbo package, running the speed sweep right here to Jason. Just an excellent play right there, and another wrinkle that Coach Snyder put in on the jumbo package. So that takes us to halftime with a score of 57-7.
Well, take a look at your second half highlights when we come back.
Here comes the pressure. Late blitz by Bixby. Cravens is sacked. Near side pocket. Sprints to him at the numbers.
Craving comfort? Waldo's Chicken and Beer has you covered. Sink your teeth into our crispy southern fried or juicy rotisserie chicken. And don't forget our scratch-made sides like mac and cheese plus our original sauces. So grab a beer and get clucking to Waldo's. 71st and Yale, Broken Arrow, and Inawasa. Waldo'sChicken.com.
Some build legacies on the field.
While others build them over your head. But if you want a winning roof, call Conrad's Roofing.
Looking for better home internet? At BTC Broadband, we've proudly served Bixby for more than 100 years, connecting our community's homes, schools, and businesses. We're your local source for fast, reliable home internet, with plans starting at just $47 a month. Get reliable service and speeds up to 1 gig on our growing fiber network, backed by friendly, local support you can count on. Call 918-366-8000 to sign up today.
People think we just pick up garbage, but what we're really doing? Powering homes, fueling progress, building a cleaner Tulsa one truckload at a time. American Waste Control, presenting sponsor of the annual Tulsa Christmas Parade and proud sponsor of Bixby Spartan football. Come out and cheer for our Bixby Spartans with your local waste and recycling hauler at each home game.
We're back on the Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show, and Bixby up by 50 at the half, and you guys on the road. A couple of short weeks, as I think we talked before the show, which is unusual, a Thursday night, then a Thursday night. But your guys come out very sharp early on and gain a big advantage. Yeah, excellent. We came out with intent and executed extremely well and got up on them. And the Thursday weeks are a little bit different, but we're at the point of the season where the guys can use a little bit extra time to recover. And so the Thursday game has allowed us, or our guys, to rest for 2 full days and get some sleep, and hopefully some of those nicks and bruises heal up. All right, Bixby on the road. Now the second half, up 57-7. The second half highlights are brought to us this year by BTC Broadband. And the second half highlights are going to be fairly quick. They had a running clock in the second half, and so you see big hit right there by Caden Flowers. All of our reserves really are in, and we've got some really good players that are really growing with this group, playing really well on Monday nights with JV, and then getting their experience to go in here. And so you see Ben Puckett right there on an excellent open field tackle and their talented quarterback, and you see a bunch of guys swarming the football right there. I think Jackson Dorsey, one of our big linemen, was in on that. And then right here, really nice protection. Reese elects to pull the ball down and scramble Reese Madden.
from his quarterback position, and then we run the inside zone pop pass right here, and we hit Andrew Havens. Andrew from his tight end position is going to be a really good player for us down the stretch. He continues to grow and get more physical. And then Gabe Blankenship from his tailback position right there, being very patient, getting in behind Cooper Upton, senior offensive tackle. And then I think that's Noah Ingalls right there that we hit on the hitch pattern out on the edge. And then good protection, and we hit the hitch screen again. Landon Teinhardt from his wide receiver position doing some really good stuff. And then we come back again. Pop pass was there again, and Reese hits Andrew Havens on Andrew's first varsity touchdown right there. I think his first varsity touchdown, so good to see him get in there. Caden Flowers in on the tackle again, and defense bringing good pressure. It's Ben Puckett, another really good tackle, open field tackle, and a great athlete, and so proud of him for that. And that takes us to a final score of 64-7, a good win.
All right, Spartans big over Edmond North, and your final stats this year brought to you again by Explorer Pipeline.
612 yards of total offense on the evening with 25 first downs, continue to move the chains, 355 through the air, 257 on the ground. Had 7 penalties for 80 yards. Really, the net on that ended up being over 200 yards, so something we definitely have to clean up. A couple turnovers, another thing we need to clean up. Carson Kirby was 14-22 with 244 yards and 3 TDs. Landon Burr was 5 for 5 with 37 yards. Reese Madden had a good night as well. Passing, rushing, Jason Mall, 75 yards, 2 touchdowns. Nate Gonzalez, 75 yards, 1 touchdown. Jack Gill, 32 yards, running the football. Receiving, Jason Mall had 2 receptions for 68 yards. Our leading receiver, Andrew Havens, had 2 for 51. Catcher DeHart had 3 for 48 yards. Emery Snyder had 3 for 44 yards. So lots of guys touching the ball. Tackles, Ben Puckett, our leading tackler, with 6 tackles. Maverick Nance with 6. Tyler Wright with 4. Caden Flowers with 4. And then also Ben Puckett with a sack.
One of the things that we have talked about, you're getting all your guys a lot of work. So the one thing in a few of these district games, you've had the opportunity to get a lot of looks for a lot of people.
Yeah, Bixby Spartan football will be respected as the best program in Oklahoma at developing student athletes, and a big part of that is getting reps. And so whether that's reps in team camp or Monday night JV games or second halves when we have a lead, those reps are critical for our guys developing. And so we try to provide as many opportunities as we can for those guys, those young guys, to get in and develop and get work.
All right, Bixby continues to play good, solid football at home. Now against the Enid Plainsmen and another Thursday night game. We'll have your Now Unorthodox Player of the Week when we come back.
Tripped up with an ankle tackle made by the pursuing linebacker.
Hi, I'm Macy, and I'm a team member at my local Chick-fil-A. And a little thing you'll love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is the Dijon mustard with the pretzel bun. The Dijon mustard gives it a kick. It's a new fall flavor that fits right in.
Real team member paid for their testimonial.
Looking for better home internet? At BTC Broadband, we've proudly served Bixby for more than 100 years, connecting our community's homes, schools, and businesses. We're your local source for fast, reliable home internet, with plans starting at just $47 a month. Get reliable service and speeds up to 1 gig on our growing fiber network, backed by friendly, local support you can count on. Call 918-366-8000 to sign up today.
Make every occasion unforgettable with Waldo's Chicken and Beer. From corporate lunches to special events, enjoy our irresistible dishes, including breakfast. Waldo's full-service catering has you covered. We'll handle the food so you can focus on what matters. Waldo's Chicken and Beer, catering made easy.
My name is Laura Montgomery. I'm head football coach at Bixby High School. Dr. Nowlin has treated me personally with Invisalign. As a football coach, I appreciate teamwork. When you go to Dr. Nowlin's office, it's teamwork at its finest, from leadership all the way down.
Nowlin Orthodontics, transforming smiles, free consultations, and 0% financing.
Welcome back to the show. It's time for a Nowlin Orthodontics Player of the Week, and a senior tight end, linebacker, Maverick Nance. Maverick, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
All right, let's talk about your season. Just overall to this point, we'll talk a little bit about offense and defense. How do you feel like you've been playing individually?
I think I've been doing pretty well. I think from last year to now, I think I've progressed a lot, and I've learned a lot more, and I think I've been doing my job pretty well.
Well, let's talk about your progression. I know you were blocking a lot last year, playing more probably tight end, but you were in at linebacker, and you had a chance to really grow into that role, and now you're playing both. Talk about the difference between last year and this year and how much more responsibility you have.
Last year I played tight end, and I was kind of like that third guy for linebacker. You know, if someone were to get tired, I'd go in there, and I was ready to go. But now, obviously, I start at linebacker, and I play tight end. I start both ways, and I think I've just kind of picked it up. Like, it was just kind of a, I don't know. I think I was kind of already ready for the linebacker position last year, and now this year, nothing's kind of stopped me from getting in the way from that, and I think I just kind of picked it up, and I knew I was doing, and
Let's go back in time a little bit. So when did you start playing football?
I started football in, I think, second grade. Yeah, second grade, and played ever since. Yeah.
And you always playing Bixby?
Yeah, I've been in Bixby my whole life. So.
All right, we'll talk about blocking and that offense. You need somebody to get out in front, and you really found your way. Obviously, when you go in that heavy package as well. Talk about that a little bit.
I kind of like blocking. I feel like a lot of people like being tight end to go and catch the passes and gets the touchdowns and stuff, but I'm more of a blocker guy myself. I like giving me some pancakes and all that kind of stuff, and I think that's fun to me. And I think Coach Snyder has been using me really well at what I'm good at, and I'm excited for the rest of the season.
Don't seem to be a kid that shies away from contact. Let's real quick talk about your defense, just in general, if you can kind of speak how this defense has progressed, because it's playing lights out right now.
Yeah. I would say just from last year, I think we had a couple of new starters and stuff, and I think from last year to this year, we've had the same starters, and so it's just like we all grew as a team really well, and we just kind of overcame adversity last year, and now we're working really good as a team, and I think, there's not much to say, I feel like.
All right, seem to be playing awfully well, and the results, they show. They're on the field. If you had to pick out one thing, what's your favorite part of playing football?
Definitely be out there with your brothers, and just to go through all the blood, sweat, and tears with all your friends and brothers out there on the field, and just like it's like going to war. And last year, championship game, there was no other better game, I feel like, than just to go into war, with your brothers. And you mess up as a team and you win as a team and all that. I just feel like that's the best part about football to me.
Well, you're playing great. We look forward to watching the rest of this year and what you guys do in the playoffs. Congratulations on a great career to this point.
Thank you.
All right, Maverick Nance, senior, tight end, linebacker. And we're going to talk about the young guys when we come back in our TTCU Youth Team of the Week.
People think we just pick up garbage, but what we're really doing? Powering homes, fueling progress, building a cleaner Tulsa one truckload at a time. American Waste Control, presenting sponsor of the annual Tulsa Christmas Parade and proud sponsor of Bixby Spartan football. Come out and cheer for our Bixby Spartans with your local waste and recycling hauler at each home game.
Hi, I'm Macy, and I'm a team member at my local Chick-fil-A. And a little thing you'll love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is the Dijon mustard with the pretzel bun. The Dijon mustard gives it a kick. It's a new fall flavor that fits right in.
Real team member paid for their testimonial.
My name is Laura Montgomery. I'm head football coach at Bixby High School. Dr. Nowlin has treated me personally with Invisalign. As a football coach, I appreciate teamwork. When you go to Dr. Nowlin's office, it's teamwork at its finest, from leadership all the way down.
Nowlin Orthodontics, transforming smiles, free consultations, and 0% financing.
Some build legacies on the field.
While others build them over your head. If you want a winning roof, call Conrad's Roofing.
We're back Back on the show, and it's time for our TTCU Youth Team of the Week and 6th grade blue. Head man joins us here, head coach Adam Reeser. Adam, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, let's kind of get an overall view of how the season's been going so far. Kind of walk us through it.
Yeah, so we started off the season with a few good wins. Now we're 4-3, and looking at our playoff chances right now and looking to be in the silver bracket and be able to take our team's talent and see what we can do with the rest of the season.
What's it like been, coaching in the youth football organization here at Bixby, and what kind of support do you get?
With being in Bixby, I don't think you have any better organization to be a part of. With the BYFA and what they do and working with Coach Montgomery and his staff, they open the playbook. They open up their offices to everybody and give everybody open resources. You got any questions, you got any schemes that you need to work on, they do a great job in helping out the youth. And with having almost 400 kids right now in the youth football program, it kind of is a testament to that.
Let's take a look at some highlights, and we'll start on the offensive side of the ball. Take a look at those, and let's talk about them.
With our offense, we usually run kind of a beast formation or a jumbo package, and we try to use the field and the boundary similar to what the high school does. We'll do some shifts and motions. We also do a scramble package after a big play, and we try to get out some bubbles and screens and set up the next big play. We definitely change the momentum with our tempo that we try to run, and that's kind of where we're at on offense.
All right, we'll flip the side of the field, talk about your defense some.
Yep, so we change up our defense a little bit depending on the team that we're playing. So we usually give a 4-4 look to start a game. Sometimes we'll maneuver some of those D linemen around and do a 3-5 or even a nickel package depending on the team that passes. So we give a little bit of different look, and I think it's at that time where these kids are learning and adapting to every team that we play against.
Adam, how's this team progressed? You started, I believe, 3rd grade?
Yep.
Where you started coaching, and to this point.
Yep. So it's been great. Each year we try to test the kids. We teach them different schemes and different knowledge of the game, different techniques, and these kids are smart. They learn, they adapt, and each year we just kind of push them and get them ready for the high school level.
Well, thanks for stopping by. I know the season's been going great.
Yep.
And look forward to seeing how you guys do going into the playoffs.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Adam Reeser, 6th grade blue, and that is our TTCU Youth Team of the Week. Now the Spartans, this is the 2nd in a row, Thursday night, getting ready for fall break, taking on the Enid Plainsmen. We'll see you next time. Proud sponsors of the Bixby Football Coaches Show are Chick-fil-A, Eat More Chicken, Conrad's Roofing. When every nail counts, call Conrad's Roofing. Waldo's Chicken, where it's always made from scratch. BTC Broadband, stay connected with us. American Waste, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. Nowlin Orthodontics, transforming smiles. Roush Coleman Homes, improving quality of life one home at a time. Oklahoma Promo, products that inspire. Mabry Bank, because you matter. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma, the results you want, the care you deserve. TTCU, life is better in balance. And by Explorer Pipeline.